The sky is black with smoke and fire, ships are broken and burning, the battlefield is filled with silence. Only the wind moves through the metal ruins. Human bodies and alien bodies lie on the ground. The war is over, but the pain is not a human soldier. Walks alone between the wreckage. His name is Commander Ray. He is young, but his eyes are tired. He holds a rifle in his hands. He walks slowly, looking left and right, ready for danger. His helmet shows no life signals, no green lights, no enemy tags. Only red and silence. He moves forward. His boots crush bones and metal pieces. The smell of blood is everywhere. Suddenly he hears a soft sound, a whisper, a voice not human. He stops. He listens. Again the sound comes, a soft breath, a broken voice. Ray turns. Quickly points his gun at a pile of broken ship metal. He steps closer. Careful, slow, silent, he moves the metal piece with his boot. And what he sees makes him freeze. An alien, a Zarian warrior, a female. She's lying on the ground. Her body is covered in wounds. Her armor is broken. Her silver skin shines under the smoke. Her dark hair is dirty and bloody. Her golden eyes are open. Looking at Ray, she does not move. Her hand drops her weapon. She raises her other hand slowly, weak, shaking. Ray lifts his gun higher. One order, and he can shoot. She is the enemy. She is dangerous. But then she speaks. Her voice is low, soft, almost like music. She looks into his eyes. Please don't kill me, human. I'll warm your bed if I must. Ray blinks. He does not understand. Did she say that? Why would she say that? He steps back. His heart is fast. His finger is on the trigger. He looks at her again. She is not attacking. She's not even moving. Her voice comes again. If you want, I will be yours. Just don't kill me. Ray is confused. This is a warrior, a Zarian elite fighter. Why is she saying this? Is this a trick, or is she really scared? Ray speaks. You can understand me. You speak English. She nods. Slow, weak. I learn your language for war, but now I speak for life. I speak for mercy. Ray looks at her again. He sees pain. He sees fear, but he also sees something else. Something soft, something like shame. He lowers his gun. Just a little. He speaks again. Why would you say that line, warm my bed? Is this how you surrender? She closes her eyes. I am defeated. I have nothing left. No army, no family, no home. You win. So take what you want, but let me live. Ray stands there, not sure what to do. He was trained to kill Zarians. He was told they are monsters. But this one is not a monster. She is bleeding. She is alone. She is asking for life. He kneels beside her. He checks her pulse, still alive but weak. He opens his bag, pulls out a small med kit. He starts cleaning her wounds. She does not resist. She only watches. Ray speaks again. What is your name? Thyra. She says, my name is Thyra. Ray looks at her. Her eyes, her voice. Everything is different than he was told. He lifts her slowly. She is light, but hurt. She leans on his chest. He speaks again. I am not going to kill you, but you are coming with me. You are my prisoner now. Thyra nods. She whispers, then I am your prisoner. Commander Ray carries her out of the smoke. The battlefield behind them. His steps are strong, but his heart is confused. He does not know what just started. He does not know who she really is, and he does not know what this war has truly awakened. But one thing is clear. She is not dead, and he did not pull the trigger. Not just a prisoner. The night is cold. The wind moves slowly across the broken land. The stars shine above like silent watchers inside a hidden bunker far from the battlefield. Ray sits near a small fire. He looks at the alien girl sleeping on the floor beside him. Her name is Thyra. She is not just an enemy, not just a prisoner. She is something different. Ray watches her breathe. Her chest moves up and down in slow rhythm. She is wrapped in an old military blanket. Her face is calm, but her body still shakes from pain and fear. He gave her water. He treated her wounds. He could have left her there to die, but he did not. Asks himself why again and again. She is from the enemy. She fought in the war. Maybe she killed humans. Maybe she killed friends. But her eyes, they were not eyes of a killer. They were eyes of someone lost, someone broken, someone who once believed in something and then watched it fall apart. Thyra opens her eyes. She looks around the bunker. The walls are made of metal and sandbags. The lights are weak. Her head hurts, her body hurts more. But she is alive. She sees Ray sitting with his rifle across his knees. He is awake. He has not slept. He looks at her, and their eyes meet again. She speaks with a soft voice. "You did not kill me." Why, Ray takes a breath. He does not look away because you asked me not to, because you looked afraid, because I do not want to be a killer anymore. Thera sits up slowly. Her hands are still shaking. She pulls the blanket tighter around her body. She is not used to feeling cold. Zarians live on warm planets. The air here cuts like ice. She speaks again. "I meant what I said. If you want to use me, I will not resist." Ray stands quickly. His voice is louder now. "I do not want that. I do not need that. I am not that kind of man." Thyra looks surprised. She thought humans were all violent, all cruel, all full of hunger for power and pain. She sees something new in him, something rare. Honor. She lowers her head. She speaks again. "In my world, surrender means giving everything, even your body, even your soul. You win and we serve. That is the way of the strong." Ray walks closer. He kneels beside her. He speaks with calm words. "Not here, not with me. You are a prisoner, not property." Thera closes her eyes. Her mind is full of questions. This human is strange. He is not like the ones in the stories, not like the soldiers who burn cities. He is careful, he is kind. But why? She looks at him again. "Tell me your name." She says Ray. He answers, "Commander Ray Halden." She nods. Ray. A short name. Strong, clear. She tries to stand but falls back. Her leg is still hurt. Ray helps her, holds her arm, lifts her slowly. She leans on him. Her body is weak, but her spirit is waking. She speaks with a voice more steady now. "I am Thera of House Solari, daughter of the Flame Guard, third blade of the Zarian Empire." Ray looks at her with new eyes. A name with weight, a title with pride. He did not save a soldier. He saved someone important. He speaks carefully. "You are royalty. You are a leader." She smiles. A small, tired smile. "Not anymore. My people are gone. My empire is dust." Ray feels the weight of her words. The silence after them is heavy. He helps her sit again, hands her a ration bar. She takes it with slow fingers, tastes it. It is dry and strange, but she eats. He watches her again, not as a soldier, not as an alien, but as a person. She asks, "Will your leaders let me live, or will they cut me open like a lab rat?" Ray does not answer right away. He looks at the fire. He thinks of the command center, the rules, the fear, the hatred. He finally speaks. "If they find you, they will kill you, or worse." Does not flinch. She only nods. He looks at her again. He makes a decision without words, without orders, without permission. He will hide her. He will protect her, not because she is innocent, not because she is weak, but because something in his heart says it is right. The fire burns low. The night grows darker. But something new begins between them, a silent bond made not from orders or war, but from choice. He speaks one last time before sleep. "Rest now, we move at dawn." She whispers back, "Yes, Commander Ray." And in the dark, they sit side by side. Two enemies now, something else, enemy or victim. The morning sky is soft with clouds. Light touches the ruined world like a tired hand. Commander Ray wakes before the sun rises. He steps outside the bunker. His boots press against the cold, wet ground. His breath forms white smoke in the air. He looks around with sharp eyes. No movement, no sound. Just broken trees and fallen ships inside the bunker. Thera sits alone, wrapped in the same blanket. She watches the door. Her eyes are quiet. Her hands rest on her knees. She listens to every sound. The way only a warrior can. She remembers her home, Zarian skies full of color. Her sister laughing beside her. Her father teaching her to fight. Her last memory before the war is her mother crying. As the ships left now, her people are ashes. Her empire is gone. She is the last one breathing. And she is sitting in a human shelter, alive because of mercy. Ray enters again. He carries a small bag. Inside are 2 ration bars, a water pack, a tiny datapad with cracked edges. He places 1 bar beside Thyra. She nods, eats in silence. Ray sits across from her. He stares at her for a long time. She does not look away finally. He speaks, tell me the truth. Did your people start the war? Thera blinks. The question is sharp. She leans back and thinks. She remembers the first day of battle. She remembers the broadcast from Earth. She remembers fire in the sky. She speaks slowly. We answered your signal. You sent us light and sound and code. We came to speak, to learn. Ray listens. His hands grip his knees. Thera continues. But when we arrived, we were met with missiles. We lost 3 ships before landing. Your leaders called us invaders. Ray shakes his head. That is not what they told us. We were told your ships fired first. Thera leans forward. My people do not lie in war. We do not fight without cause. She holds her hand out. The scar across her palm still fresh. This was from your first strike. We never had the chance to speak peace. Ray feels cold inside. His training, his missions, everything was built on a false story. He looks at her eyes again. He sees no anger, only tired truth. He speaks again. Why did you not tell the world? Thera lowers her voice. Because we never got the chance. They hunted us. They crushed our voices. Only warriors survived long enough to speak. Ray sits in silence. His thoughts are loud. Every fight, every friend lost. Every command followed, all built on fear. Thera watches him. She sees his pain. She knows that. Look, she has worn it herself. She says softly, you are not the enemy, Ray. You are a soldier like me. We followed orders, but maybe now we choose. Ray looks at her. Her silver skin reflects the firelight. Her words are not soft for comfort. They carry weight. They carry the truth. He speaks again. Do you hate us? Thera closes her eyes. I did. At first, but then I saw your cities, your music, your people crying for peace. I do not hate you now. I feel sorry for you. Fear what you do not know. Ray leans back. He thinks of his father, his brother lost in the 2nd month of war. He thinks of what could have been if they talked first. He says quietly, maybe we were the monsters all along. Thera shakes her head. No, monsters do not feel. You feel too much. They sit in silence. The fire crackles between them. Outside, the wind carries dust across the hills. Ray picks up the datapad. He turns on the scanner, searches for patrols. Nothing yet. But time is running short. He speaks again. They will search this area in 2 days. We cannot stay. Thera stands slowly. Her legs are stronger now. She moves with grace even in pain. Where will we go? She asks. Ray looks at the screen. There is a cave system south of here, abandoned during the 2nd wave. We can hide there. Thera nods. Then we go. Ray watches her. She's not his prisoner now. She's his responsibility. Maybe something more. He lifts his pack. Hands her a coat too big for her frame, but it brings warmth. They step outside together. The cold wind greets them. The land is broken, but the path forward is clear. They move without words. 2 shadows against a gray sky, once enemies. Now something else. Ray walks ahead, Thera beside him. Their steps match. Their silence speaks more than war ever could. Betrayal within the cave is cold and deep. Rocks cover the entrance like nature's secret door. Inside, the walls breathe silence. Ray lights a small torch and leads the way. Thera walks behind him with careful steps. She listens to every sound. She watches every shadow. She trusts the cave more than she trusts fate. They reach a narrow chamber. The roof drips water from above. A small stream flows along the left wall. Ray places his bag down and sits. He stretches his legs and sighs. Thera lowers herself onto a flat rock. She feels safer than before, but she knows safety is always temporary. Ray turns to her with quiet eyes. Your leg, is it better? Thera nods, still weak, but strong enough to run. If I must. Ray almost smiles. You will not need to run. Not from Mesh does not reply, but she looks at him longer than usual, as if she wants to believe it. But her heart still holds caution. They eat silently, 1 ration bar each. The taste is dull, but it keeps them alive outside the cave. The wind begins to rise. The world is shifting again. Storms come fast on this side of the continent. Dust and cold ride together. Like ghosts from war. Ray checks the scanner again. No patrols yet, but 1 signal flashes red. A ping from someone close. Too close. He frowns, scans again. The signal disappears. then comes back. Thera stands behind him. What is it? She asks. Ray looks up. A signal from a unit. I know, but it should be miles away. She tilts her head. A trap. Ray nods slowly. Or someone looking for me, someone who knows my patterns. Thyra lowers her voice. Someone you trust. Ray's jaw tightens. He taps the pad again. The signal name appears. Lieutenant Mara Gray, a friend, a soldier from his team. She once saved his life. She knew his hiding spots. Whispers to himself, why would she be here? Thera watches his face. She sees confusion, but also something deeper. Pain. She speaks calmly. If she finds us, what will she do to Murray? Does not answer, because he already knows. Thera steps back. Her fingers reach for the knife she took from the last camp. She does not point it, but she does not let go. Ray hears the wind grow louder. Voices outside. Steps. Not one, not two more. He grabs his weapon, looks at Thyra. We have to go now, but before they can move. A voice echoes through the cave. Commander Ray, drop your weapon and step out. No sudden moves. Ray freezes. He knows that voice. Mara. He steps toward the entrance. Thyra grabs his arm. Wait. She says they will shoot me on sight. Ray looks at her, then looks at the cave wall. An old tunnel half collapsed, but maybe still open. He whispers, there is another way out. Back route. Dangerous, but better than surrender. Thyra nods. Lead the way. They move through the narrow space, bending low, crawling under sharp stone. Behind them, the cave fills with boots and orders. Mara shouts again, Ray, you are hiding a war criminal. You know the law. Ray does not respond. He grips the walls, pulls Thyra behind him. The tunnel opens into a dark hole. They slide down together. Dust fills the air. Rocks fall behind them. The sound hides their escape. They land hard, but a live. Ray coughs. Thyra helps him stand. He smiles weakly. She is stronger now. She pulled him without fear. They run into the trees. The cave now behind them. Mara will follow. He knows that they stop near a ruined cabin, wood and metal broken by past battles. They enter and sit inside, their breath fast, their hands shaking. Ray leans against the wall. Why would she do this? She knew me. She trusted me. Thyra speaks. Trust breaks faster than bones. War teaches that truth. Ray looks at her. You trust me now after everything, she thinks, then nods. Yes, because you had many chances to betray me, but you did not. Ray closes his eyes. Mara will not stop. She will track me. She will send reports. Then we leave. Thyra says we go far, where no one searches. Ray opens his eyes and go where Thyra stands. Anywhere. But here, anywhere we are free. Ray watches her. She is not a prisoner now. She is not afraid now. She is choosing to stay beside him. Outside the cabin, the sky turns gray. Rain begins to fall, each drop cold, like memory. Ray picks up his gear, puts the scanner in his bag. He looks at Thyra one more time, then lets run. Before they catch up, she smiles her first true smile. Not for victory, not for survival, but for hope. They leave the cabin, two shadows in the rain. Hunted but not broken. What she really is. The desert stretches like a sleeping giant. Sand flows over bones in silence. A single sun burns above, without mercy. Ray and Thyra move slowly across the endless land. Their footsteps vanish behind them. No signs, no path, only heat and breath. Days have passed since the betrayal, since the cave, since Mara's voice echoed with a command to surrender. But Ray did not obey. He chose escape. He chose her now. They walk with no map, no orders. No orders means no lies. No lies means no war. Ray stops near a tall rock. He shields his eyes, looks across the horizon. No drones, no ships, only sand. Thyra kneels beside a dying cactus. She touches its surface. Her fingers glow faint blue. The plant pulses once, then stands taller. Color returns to its stem. Ray watches her. He has seen her do small things like this before. Heal a bird, fix a broken circuit without tools, move faster than human eyes can follow. But he never asked how until now. What are you really? He says quietly. Thyra stands slowly. Her hair dances in the dry wind. She looks at him with golden eyes that never blink. You mean what I was born to be, or what they made? Mary steps closer. Both, he says. Tell me everything. Thyra looks up at the sky. her voice calm, but heavy like ancient stone. My name is Thera. But I was not always a warrior. Before the war I was heir to the throne of Zarya, prime daughter of the Empress. Trained in arts, trained in language, trained in light ray, listens, his breath silent. He has never heard a voice speak like hers now when war began. Our people wanted peace. We sent envoys. They vanished. We sent signals. No replies. So my mother called for warriors, but she wanted strength with soul. She chose the gifted, the ones touched by the core flame. What is that ray? Asks Thera, touches her chest. It is what you might call life energy or spirit force. Not magic, not science, something deeper, something. From the beginning, Ray nods, and you have this gift. Yes, she says, but I hid it. Because the humans feared anything different. They called it weapon. They called me Weapon. Ray thinks of every report. Every briefing. He never once heard of a Zarian princess. Never once heard of a force like this. He asks, why did your people not use it to win? Thera sits on the rock. Because power without balance breaks the world. We fight only when all hope is gone. And now hope is very thin. Ray lowers himself beside her. He stares at her hands, so gentle now, but once used for war. You were a leader. He says, not just a soldier. Yes. She replies, but they burned our city. My mother died under fire, and I became the last light of a dying empire. Ray feels the weight of her truth. It crushes the space between them, yet makes it sacred. He speaks again. Why did you never tell me before? Because I did not know if you were real, she says. Not just another man with a soft mask and a cold heart. And now I know you are not like the others. You listen, you protect, you bleed, but you still carry. Ray turns his head, looks at her. She is not just beautiful, she is powerful, sacred, lost, and yet still standing. Thera speaks again. We are not enemies anymore. We are survivors, you and I. Ray reaches into his pocket, pulls out a small crystal. He found it days ago near the old Zarian outpost. Thera gasps softly. This is a memory shard. A royal one. It stores what we cannot say aloud. Ray hands it to her. Maybe this is yours. She takes it. With care, closes her eyes. The shard glows between her hands. Light fills the air like a dream. A voice speaks from the shard. It is a message from her mother. A goodbye, a blessing. A call to rise when the world falls. Thera opens her eyes. Tears run down. Without shame, she presses the shard to her heart. Ray does not speak. He only places his hand on hers. A silent promise. They stay like that as the sun begins to fall. The desert cools, shadows return. Thera finally says, I do not want revenge. I want meaning. Ray replies, then let us make something new. From ashes, from truth. She nods, and in the middle of nowhere, unbroken land under a dying sun, a human and an alien princess sit together without hate, without war, without masks, only truth, only choice. The human heart. Night covers the world like a quiet storm. The wind moves fast through empty valleys. Old battlefields sleep beneath sand and stars. But footsteps now break the silence. Ray and Thera move quickly through the hills, their breath short, their eyes sharp. The shadows are no longer still. They were spotted 3 hours ago. A scout drone flew over their shelter. Ray shot it down, but not fast enough. Now they are being hunted again. Thera holds the memory shard close to her chest. She runs without fear, but something inside her stirs, something heavy, something old, a voice in her blood. Awake, awake now. Ray leads her to an old bunker, hidden under roots and rock. He breaks the seal with a broken code chip. The door opens with a hiss inside. Is dark, cold, but safe for a little while. They step in, seal the door, sit on the floor without words, their bodies tired, their minds louder than the wind outside. Ray looks at Thera. She has not spoken since sunset. He knows something is changing inside her. He feels it in the way she walks, in the way her eyes look far beyond him. He whispers, Are you still with me? She turns her head, looks into his eyes. I am with you more than ever. He nods, then speaks again. They will come soon, and this time they will bring more than orders. Thera lowers her head. They will not stop until I am gone, or until you are. Ray leans back against the wall. He remembers faces, friends lost, people who called him hero, people who called him traitor. He never cared before. But now it matters because someone else is watching. Someone who saw his soul and did not turn away. Thera moves closer. She takes his hand, her fingers warm, her voice softer than the air around them. Do you regret saving Mary? Shakes his head. No, I only regret not seeing the truth sooner. She closes her eyes, then opens them again. I want to give you something. He watches her as she reaches into her sleeve. She pulls out a small silver ring, simple, smooth. Markings of her house carved inside. This is not for marriage, she says with a small smile. It is a symbol of unity. We wear it when we choose someone to walk with. Ray takes the ring, holds it between his fingers. It feels alive, like it carries more than metal. He places it in his pocket without a word. His eyes say enough. Suddenly a loud sound echoes above a blast. Heavy boots on rock, shouts in the wind. They are here. Ray grabs his rifle, checks the charge. Only one full cell left. Thera stands, no fear in her face, only focus. Her fingers begin to glow faint blue. Ray steps in front of her. Stay behind me, I will hold them off. Thera pulls him back. Not this time. This is my fight too. Ray watches as her body changes slightly, not in shape, but in presence. The air around her shifts, like the calm before a storm. The door crashes open. Smoke fills the entrance. 3 soldiers enter, Mara among them. Her eyes find Ray. Her weapon lifts. She shouts his name. Anger in her voice, sadness in her eyes. Ray does not raise his gun. He only speaks. You are following the wrong orders. Mara steps forward. You are protecting the enemy. You are betraying everything. Thera steps beside Ray. She lifts her hand. A wave of light flows forward. Not an attack, not destruction, but memory. The soldiers freeze, their minds filled with visions. The shard has shared her truth, her pain, her past. They see children burning, cities falling. Not because of her, but because of fear. Mara falls to her knees, tears in her eyes. She whispers, "What have we done?" Ray lowers his weapon, walks to her, offers his hand, not with pride, but with hope. Mara takes it, stands again, looks at Thera, not with hate, but with shame. She speaks softly. Go now before command sends more. I will say I found nothing. Ray nods. You are still my sister, even in broken times. Thera bows her head in respect, then turns to leave. Ray follows her. Their steps silent, hearts louder than any gun outside. The stars watch again. The desert cool, the world not healed, but something is healing. Thera takes his hand. He holds it without fear. She speaks only once, not in her tongue, but in his. The heart of a human is the strongest force I have ever known. More than war. The mountains rise like silent giants, their peaks lost in gray clouds. Snow begins to fall, soft and quiet, covering the scars of war with a white promise. Ray and Thera climb the narrow trail, their hands cold, their breaths short, but their steps steady. The old Comes Tower waits at the top, one last signal to send, one last truth to share. They reach the gate, metal bent, rust creeping through wires. Ray opens the panel, fingers working fast. The system hums to life. The screen glows with ancient light. Thera looks out across the valley. She sees a world that once feared her, hunted her. Now that world is listening. Now that world may choose again. Ray uploads the shard data, every image, every voice, every memory from Thera's past, her family, her people, her final stand. He speaks into the mic. This is Commander Ray Halden. I am alive and I am not alone. He turns to her, his voice stronger with every word. This is Thera, last daughter of Zarya, not our enemy, but our chance to change. We were lied to, we were taught to fear. But I walked beside her and I saw more than they ever told us. She saved me, and I will protect her. Signal sends across satellites, across bunkers, across broken cities. It reaches leaders, it reaches soldiers, it reaches children who never picked up a gun. Thera steps beside him. Her voice carries across the wind. We came to speak, not to fight, but your fire took everything from us. Still we stand here, not for revenge, but for peace. We ask for nothing but a chance to be seen. The wind listens. The sky clears. The message is out. Ray powers down the console. He looks at her. What happens now? Thera answers. Slowly, now we wait. But waiting does not last long. A sound rises from the base of the mountain. Engines, boots, command vehicles coming fast. Ray pulls his rifle, stands in front of her. Thera does not move, her face calm, her hands by her side. She does not. She does not fight, she simply stands as herself. The soldiers arrive, form a circle, guns raised. A man steps forward, gray coat, medals heavy on his chest. General Hart. Ray knows his face, knows his record. The general speaks. I saw the broadcast. Is it true? Ray nods every word. The general looks at Thera, then back at Ray. He does not speak right away, his silence heavy with choice. Then he lowers his weapon, so do the others. He walks closer, stops in front of her. You are not what we thought. Thera nods. I never was. The general looks at the sky, then at Ray. You broke every rule, every chain. Ray speaks. I followed my heart. The general sighs. Maybe we needed someone to do that. He turns to his men. Stand down. The soldiers step back, not as enemies, but as watchers. The moment is fragile, but it holds. The general speaks again. We will talk to the council. We will consider peace. Ray nods. That is all we ask. The general leaves a device, a beacon. He says if you need to speak again, use this. Then they go. No shots fired. No lies spoken, just snow falling. Later that night, Ray and Thera sit near a small fire, the tower behind them. The world quiet. Ray watches the flames, his hand close to hers. She speaks softly. Today I felt something new. He turns to her. What was it? She smiles. Hope. He leans closer. And love. She does not look away. I have never known it before, but with you, I feel it. Ray takes her hand. Their fingers lock, not for protection, but for meaning. She rests her head on his shoulder. The stars shine above them, not as watchers, but as witnesses. The war is not over, but the silence has changed. It carries words now, not orders, not screams, but promises. Ray closes his eyes. He remembers the first day, her voice, her plea, please do not kill me. Now that voice holds no fear, only truth, only warmth. Thera whispers again. You did not kill me, human. You saved me. Ray whispers back. You saved me first. And under a sky full of light, on a mountain that once saw war, they sit together, more than soldier, more than survivor, human and Zarian. Not enemies, not strangers, but something new.